What is going on, guys? In today's video, we're going to be talking about the power of focusing on one thing. But before we get into that and how that applies to healthcare and to your clinic, please smash the like and subscribe button. It really helps us to help more people, to reach more people, and to make a greater impact. Also, if you would like, just down below, I'm going to put the link there for Assess Your Clinic. If you want to learn about the opportunities to improve your clinic, to achieve the clinic of your dreams, give that one a little tickle and it'll take you through 49 questions. And at the end of it, you're going to have a report that helps you to understand what are the opportunities. Now, let's get into the power of focusing on one thing. Now, to begin with, the reason I wanted to focus on this today is because I'm working with a lot of clinic owners at the moment, and a common theme or a common story I'm getting is that they feel like they're just spinning their wheels. They're not moving forwards. They feel like they're very, very busy, but they're not actually achieving their goals. And so what we've done is we've actually, and I'll take you through this now, is we've actually pulled it back to go, why are you feeling this way? And so as I'm talking through this, I want you to think about this for your own example. If you're someone who's putting your hand up right now, or mentally putting your hand up and thinking, yeah, I am feeling very busy. And I felt very busy for the last 6 months, but I don't feel like I'm moving forwards. I don't feel like I'm actually achieving what I want to achieve. Or maybe I'm even going backwards, because the goal isn't to be busy. The goal is to achieve your goals and to live the life that you want, to make the impact that you want, to have the business, the team that really inspires you to really make a difference in people's lives. And those people can be yourself and your family as well. There's no badge for who works the most, no badge of honor for that. Okay. And that, that's a toxic trait that I used to have. It's not all about who can work the most. It's also about who can work the best, the smartest, and have the biggest impact. Now, when we're thinking about focus, this is the process that I took people through, and this helped us to really refocus. Is we started with, what are the 12-month goals? So where do we want to be in 12 months time? So right now, write down what are 3 key 12-month goals. If you're writing down 100 goals here, you probably can't be focusing on one thing. So write down 3 key things that you'd want to achieve in the next 12 months. Now I want you to break that down and go, all right, in 3 months time, where do you need to be in order to be on track to achieving these in 8 months? That's the next step. And now I want you to write down, over the next month, where do you need to be? So in 28 days or 30 days, where do you need to be on track to hit the 3-month goal, to be on track to hit the 12-month goal? So just write that one down as well. And then what are the key actions that you need to start doing this week in order to achieve that goal in 1 month's time? So write those down as well. You can pause it, take a moment to do that now, and then jump straight back into it, okay? Don't leave. Now, the next part is to actually order these, the importance of these. So you might have 3 goals down. One of them is the most important to you, and the other 2 you'd still like to achieve, but they're not quite as important. They might be slightly smaller goals or slightly less meaningful to you. What we want to do is we want to make sure that we're allocating our time, our resources, and our energy towards these 3 goals, but not necessarily equally. And then we want to look at the power of focusing on one thing at a time. Now, this doesn't mean that you're just working towards one goal at a time, but you're going to have set time in your week working towards each of these specific goals. And what we want to do is we want to have some actions, some clear actions, things that you're working on that are moving the needle and moving you towards achieving that goal. And you need to understand that these are the right actions to be working on. So you need to really be sure in yourself that you're working on the right thing here. And then also understanding, how will we know if it is effective? How are we measuring success? How are we measuring that we're on track? And that is your 30-day goal, your 28-day goal if you're working in weeks, your goal in 1 month's time. If you hit that, if you don't hit that, we need to look at what are the things that we're doing, and we need to make sure that we can adjust those a little bit. If you're on track, fantastic. Keep doing more of the same. Look at the other inputs that need to happen. But it's really important that you can have that clarity around, these are the important things that you need to do to be achieving your goals. Now, you can fit the busy work that's going to pop up, the spot fires, all those things around it. But what I would say is put these things in your calendar, in your day, before you do the really busy work, the checking emails, checking Slack, checking Asana, all those different things, put this right at the start of the day. Tick those really important tasks off, because these are the things that are going to make sure you're moving forwards to achieving your goals. Now, the power of focusing on these specific things means that you're more likely to actually be able to achieve it. You're going to get better at doing that work. Like I said, when you're working towards these goals, what you find is the actions you do tend to look very, very similar. It's quite repetitive work, which means you get better at it. Now, if you're focusing on one thing, you're doing it consistently, and you're getting better at it, then typically what happens next is you start to enjoy it. And the problem for a lot of people is they'll do something for 2, 3, 4 weeks, but they don't get good at it yet, because it takes time to get really good at it. And because they don't get good at it, they start to go, oh, I'm not seeing results and I don't really enjoy this. Maybe I'll try something else. And you go from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. And you start lots of things, but you finish nothing. So instead, master one thing. So let's break down an example now. A lot of people at the moment are going, how can I attract more of the right team members or more of the right clients? And they're also going, well, we can use social media. That's a fantastic way to do this. It's a great way to talk to people. So they're getting on social media and they're consistent for a period of time. And maybe they're putting their face out there. Maybe they're putting the work they're doing at the clinic out there, but they're only doing it for a short period of time and then going, oh, it's not working. It takes a consistent, sustained effort over time in order to get the result that you want. Now, one clinic owner that I've been working with, she spent quite a while now building an email list through running Facebook and Instagram ads, building an email list, sending out emails weekly, putting out YouTube videos weekly, all of this content. And almost for the first 3 to 6 months, it felt like she was talking to herself. And I felt this before. It can feel like you're talking to yourself, that no one really appreciates. But now she's starting to see the rewards come in for that. As she started to build brand by focusing on this one key project, she's starting to build the brand, the email list. Now she's starting to hire OTs from it. And OTs are not easy to hire. And so by focusing on this one thing for probably the past 9 to 10 months now and consistently getting better at it, she's now starting to achieve that goal. And so what I'll get you to do now is just quickly reflect for yourself. Is there a goal that you would like to hit, or a goal that you really wanted to hit, but you didn't do it because you gave up too soon, or you're trying to do too many things at once so you couldn't get really good at it? Write down what are the specific things that you need to get better at in order to enjoy doing that task in order to achieve your goal. Like I said, if you enjoy what you're doing, you're more likely to be good at it. If you're good at it, you're more likely to enjoy it. You have those two things, you're more likely to achieve the goal. So how can we merge all of this together to help you to become the best version of yourself, to achieve the goals, to achieve the things that you have set out to do? The last thing I'll say for today is so many people get into business and they get into business because they want to work less and they want to make more and they want to be there for their family and they want to have the freedom that can come with it. But unless you do the right things, unless you set it up in the right way, most people do end up working more and having less time, having less money and having less freedom. And so you have to really build a plan. You have to become the architect of your life to achieve what you want to achieve. And then you have to specifically get good, or not even get good, get great at the important levers that you need to pull to get there, or hire the right people to pull those in order to achieve your goals. And so look at your business, look at where you are now, and write down what are the key things that you need to get better at in order to achieve those goals that you have set. I hope this lesson was a really good reminder for you to be focusing on one thing at a time, getting really good at one thing and making sure you're not just being busy, but you're moving towards achieving your goals. And if you're wondering, what are some of the things you may need to improve in your business, some blind spots, some things that you don't see, just go below, assess your clinic, give that one a tickle. It's free, costs you nothing, and you'll get a fantastic report at the end to help you to understand the opportunities in your business. We'll see you in the next video, my friends.